guys, it is Petals Jinx with Perfectly Petals again. Told you guys I would be back. I first want to thank a couple people for making me look awesome while I am doing this for you guys. I want to thank the Skinnery for her skins. They are amazing. I want to thank Igo for the cute outfit that I have on, which I know it's kind of hard to see because I'm laying down, but it is called the Viola. I want to thank Moo for her beautiful sparkle shoes, which look, my ankles are broke. Like, don't we all remember that? Isn't that just so much fun? And I want to thank Dreamland Designs for the amazing area that I am sitting on. It is the Tamara Lover's Chase. It is just so cute. It does come in a PG version and an adult version. And I will actually do a blog on this later because that is just me. I like to blog this. And so I will link that underneath here too so you can see exactly everything that I have on. But my point today, the thing that I want to talk about is kind of like what SL is. And I know a lot of people, like if you look on the YouTube videos, they'll sit there and they're like, "Oh my gosh, SL is just, it's a game that you can hop on and make an avatar and then have sex with like whoever and whatever you want." Um, that is probably like 1%, maybe not even that, of what SL is. I mean, yes, is there a possibility, to have sex in SL? Of course there is. I just told you that this is an adult chase, and yes, those animations are in there, but that is not what it is all about. Um, I want to let you know that, I mean, with SL, possibilities are endless to what you can do. You can travel around the world. You can see the Eiffel Tower. You can see the pyramids in Egypt. You can go and see, like the past Olympic areas that they've had. I know during the Olympics, people make the exact same like replica of what that Olympic theater or arena type thing looks like, and they brought it here in SL. And we can all cheer for our teams, and they keep an accurate record of like the medals. It's amazing. And so those are locations that you can see. Heck, you can go to you can go to North Pole and see Santa Claus if you want to. I mean, it's just, you can see the Golden Gate Bridge, you can go to Florida, you can go to Palm Beach. I mean, it's just, the possibilities are endless as to where you can go. I mean, you can go to outer space, you can go to different planets, you can go to the Avatar facility, you can go back to the dinosaur era, you can go back to the Civil War area. Like I said, I mean, there are so many different things, and that's what makes SL so cool, is that the possibilities are just endless as to what you can do. Um, and also a lot of people, like for me, example, I live out in the country, so I don't really have neighbors close to me. And it's really hard to kind of communicate with people if you don't necessarily live like a lot close by. I mean, yes, you have social media, so you do have like Facebook, the Snapchat, um, Instagram, that kind of stuff, but not the interaction that you can actually do like with an avatar. I have met so many people in the 10 years that I have been here, um, and a lot of them have become very close to me. I consider them like my extended family. How, like, when you get married, you kind of inquire your in laws and, all of that family. Well, here in SL, I have a loving family that I am part of, and to me, they're close to me. They hold a special part in my heart. I know that might kind of sound a little crazy to people, but um, they do. They are just special. I have met a couple of them in real life, and it was just an amazing opportunity. Like I said before in the first video, I am going to meet another one here in about a year, when my real life daughter graduates. I think that is going to be an amazing experience. Um, So, just you can meet everybody. And, I remember asking my, sis for help when it came to a math problem because my daughter couldn't figure it out and I couldn't figure it out. I mean, that's not something that you can do just every day. Like, you can't call over to, the UK and be like, "Hey, I've got this math problem. Can you guys help me?" So, being able to sit here and talk with somebody and then being able to explain things to you, is also one of the neat things about SL. I know, a lot of the people that give SL a bad name are people that just hop in, create an avatar, and they kind of stand in newbie world and, get hit on with these guys. I mean, we've all been there. We've all been in Newbieville where, you have guys come up to you and be like, hey, do you want to go have? And, um, different things like that. And so they don't even give SL a chance because you have to give it more than just what like your 45 minutes or an hour that people do um, when they sit there and they come and block. So that's one thing that I want to do. I want to clear that up is, don't criticize something if you're not giving it the right opportunity, if you're not giving it the time that it deserves to show you whether or not it is exactly, a good game or a bad game. Um, and for me, I guess SL is not necessarily a game. It is a virtual world because you are able to put your wants or what you want to do or what you want to be in here. To me, a game is like Sims or Battlefield 2 or, Call of Duty. Those are games. To me, SL is more of a virtual world because you can live in this world, in this second life, and be able to do things that you couldn't do in real life. Um, for example, you could have a lady that has tried her whole life to have a baby and has been unsuccessful or has miscarried and never got that opportunity. Well, here in SL, you do have that opportunity. You have that opportunity to get pregnant and go through it. I mean, you're not going to be able to physically like feel the baby kick, but you know what? With all the new things with mesh and bento and animesh, things that are coming out, you can see the baby kick and you can kind of imagine that happening and then they can deliver that baby and hold that baby and it does give them that I don't want to say closure, but it gives them that opportunity to experience something that they would not have been able to experience any other way. Um, just like people will sit there and see kids playing avatars and they'll freak out and they'll be like, oh my god, that's like so weird. No, no, it's not. It's not weird at all. You have to think outside the box. So, for example, some kids might play children because of the fact that, maybe they didn't have the greatest childhood growing up. Maybe, there was things in their lives that just made their childhood horrible. And, being able to come on here and play a kid and be able to live the life or live the childhood that you didn't have is amazing for them. It gives them that feeling, that type of loss that they might be feeling. It gives them that opportunity to kind of feel that. And on the other hand, you might have a person that is playing a child because they had a fantastic childhood. That might have been the best part of their life, and they want to be able to relive that. Um, so I guess, don't be so quick to judge and think, bad things about people because they play different things here in SL. There might be a reason behind why they do what they do and why they play who they play. I mean, you can look around and, you can see furries and werewolves and vampires and dragons and robots and cats and dogs. I mean, for example, Zuby makes, this amazing cat avatar and it's beautiful. I mean, it looks so lifelike. So, I mean, yeah, people go around playing cats. I mean, it's just that's what makes them happy. And that's the thing with Second Life is it is a virtual world that allows you to have endless possibilities. You can go skiing in here and scuba diving and you can play hockey and you can play football, you can be on a cheer team, you know, you can fly planes and, jump off buildings and go parachuting and, just surfing and snorkeling and get eaten by sharks. Oh my gosh, that reminds me the other day I was sitting there and I went to a sim and I was supposed to go to a location and I ended up it was not there anymore. So I ended up landing in the water and I was like, oh okay, I was trying to sit there and find a landmark to sit there and go somewhere. And then I seen this shark, which is absolutely horrible because I am petrified of sharks. Like, I hate them. I have had dreams where I die by a shark. And I sit there and I look at my screen, like off of my inventory, and I sit there and I look and I'm like, oh my god, there's like a shark coming, and I couldn't get out of there. I couldn't hit a button. I kind of like froze up, and this shark literally ate me. Like, you could see blood around my area, and then it TP'd me home. Like, that is the strangest, coolest, weirdest, and scariest thing I have ever experienced here in SL. Sorry, that's completely off the topic, but that just reminded me to say that because I was like, oh, something else you can experience that well, of course you can experience in real life, but you're not going to be here when you're done. Um, the other thing is, you have designers in here, and some amazing designers, and I will go around and I will show you some of them that I have found. And, I actually found a couple new ones today just going out and exploring. So I want to be able to sit there and tell you about some of the designers and show you some of the work. Just because, like I said, I mean, there's pictures, and you can see pictures on all of these amazing bloggers' websites. Not even just mine. I mean, there's tons of bloggers out there, and they blog these amazing pictures. Ones that, like, I even sit there and I look at, and I'm like, oh man, that looks like super real. But that's the thing. It's a picture. Like, you can only imagine so many things. And so, like, I want to be able to sit there and actually go and say, look, here's this ottoman, and, here's some different poses you can do. And this is literally what, like, this basket looks like, or, this cupcake looks like. So that way, and a lot of these designers, people think, oh man, they're just out for money and they're trying to, like, steal our lindens, and why is that so high? Well, some of these people might have worked like a 9 to 5 job and then found SL, came in, started creating these amazing designs that you guys buy, that you guys decorate your house with or your land with, and they're able to make a living off of that. Like, maybe they're no longer working that 9 to 5 job because they're able to sit at home and do that creativity that they've always wanted to do and be able to make a business out of it and make a living out of it. So, I mean, yeah, there are some places that I'm like, holy bananas, like, serious, like, I can't afford that. But you know what? The people that can afford that have that unique item. And so, like, people can go to their house and they can be like, oh, yeah, it's this, and it makes things special. It makes everybody different. That's what makes SL so cool, is you can go visit people and see so many different things and, pick up on that and go look at that. And I mean, I did that the other day. I was literally at a swim park. I think it was called Lincoln City Swim Park or something like that. And I, was sliding around, and um, I happened to look off on the other side and I seen a pool. And it did. It looked like a Walmart swimming pool. And I was like, oh my gosh, that would be like so cute, because I have a daughter, Shiny. And, yes, she is a person that plays a child. And I'm like, that would be awesome to have in our yard so we could go swimming. And so I sat there and I looked at it. But see, that's the thing. That's the amazing thing about SL, is you can go around and you can look at different things, and then you can go and get them. And once again, you're supporting the business and the creator that has made these amazing designs. Um, and I guess the other thing, that I want to sit there and say, and I kind of want to put it out there, is SL, like I said, it is a virtual world, and it allows people to be whatever they want to be. So whether or not that's, a guy coming in playing a girl, or a girl coming in playing a guy, or having, you know, two moms or two dads, or three moms and two dads, or whatever the scenario is. SL is one of those places where you can come in. There is going to be a community for you, where you can go to, where you can feel comfortable, where you can feel safe. You don't have to worry about people bullying you or making fun of you, because you are in an area, you are in a world where you are safe, where you are comfortable. And if anybody makes you feel bad, or anybody tries to do anything to you, you can log off. You can click that X up in the right hand corner and you can log out. You don't have to experience it that. And that's one thing about um, Second Life is, I mean, yes, you always have, I guess, those rotten eggs that, always try to ruin things, but, you know, it's very rare and far in between that I have come across somebody that is just very deceitful. Most people that I come across are very helpful, very willing to, help you find something or tell you where they got this or, anything. So, just before you sit there and, kind of listen to just one person's perspective of what Second Life is, hop on yourself, give it a few days, actually experience SL for what it is and not just that 1 hour of sitting at your computer kind of feeling lost because like everything's different. Um, because it's not something that you're used to. Because I have left SL for a couple months, and I've come back, and I have to kind of like relearn how things work because things change so much, and it changes for the better. It's not changing for the worse. We're getting new things every day, and Linden Labs, expanding how things work so our designers and our creators can continue to make our SL as beautiful as what it is. So I just kind of want to tell you guys thank you so very much for watching my video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. You are more than welcome to hit that subscribe button and listen to me or get notices that, when I do another video. And I will talk to you guys all later. Have a wonderful morning, a great afternoon, and a pleasant night. See you guys. Bye.